Hi, Alan SoCal, and this is going to be an interesting review, if not, well, I was going to say short, but I may find myself wandering, just figuring out how to use this item. This is the Balkwan Sunset Light. It's, well, they say lamp projection rotation. I wish they'd have switched it around. It's an interesting light that it projects the sunset. Okay, it's really pretty. It's a USB driven, so you can run it off a power bank, which I'll show you. Just as they show on the vendor page, it's really a beautiful sunset image, sort of a warm yellow with a warm orange center. So I feel like I'm describing a jelly donut of some sort, but it's really a pretty image. Here's the problem I had. I was going to use this as a wall wash light, and I was thinking, wow, that's cool. But what's not cool is that you have to be proximate to the wall or the reflecting surface. This is about 12 inches, and I've got, what, an 18-inch diameter. If I want to put this on a table out of the way so you don't see it and it's not in view by the camera, which now it is, that's not going to happen, because when it's sitting just, what, 30 inches, a little under a yard from the wall, this thing is now a good 4.5 feet in diameter. So, and the color is washed out. The closer you get, the more intensity you've got. And about the only way that it works well, I think, is if it's mounted literally up against the wall. Then it makes a pretty dramatic wash. Of course, I have to tilt it in a bit, maybe right about there. But then how do you hide the lamp so it doesn't show? If they had taken this light head and made it remote, attached by some very, very fine wire, strong but fine wire, then I could have put the light head up there and maybe it wouldn't have been so obvious. But it is what it is. Inline switch right here, and when I unplug it from my fixed, I have a power supply station, power strip with USB. Here is my power bank. I'm going to plug this into the power bank now, and you'll see that maybe for a remote application, and that's, I think, a 10,000 milliampere power bank, probably run this for quite a while. The price point on this is $26. I am not confident that this is unique to the point where, well, it's probably unique, but I don't have a high confidence that that's a good value price. If I absolutely needed that light and I could take photographs where this was out of the way and I could still get that really nice red center, which I'm having trouble. Well, I've got all my panel lights facing me right now, but regardless, there's no focusing device or a focal length adapter, so wherever you illuminate, that's it. So if they're thinking it's a mood light for a room, that's not why I got it. I was thinking it might be a good creative light for photography, but even in the photo on the vendor page, the lamp device itself is in the way of the photograph. And they're showing it with a lot of intensity at a distance that when I'm doing it here, I don't see the light being that intense. If the room's pitch dark, yes, maybe that's what I need to do. So I don't know, I felt like it was a little overpriced. It was almost like somebody took spare parts, put it together. I'm going to give it 3 stars because I think that, I don't know what I think, but for me to use this as a wash light, it failed. It's going to take me a little while to find that perfect situation where the element itself, the light element, as you can see what I'm talking about, it's interesting, right? The light is interesting. Let me get a little closer. It's an interesting light, but no matter what I do with it, as symmetrical as I can consider this device, it's in the way. So this is not like a focusable, high-intensity image. It needs help. It needs to be as close as possible to that reflective surface, and when you do that, of course, you've got a partial eclipse. So that's the issue, and that's why I'm going to give it 3 stars.
Voy a apagar el luz un momentico, ¿oíste? Para mostrar cómo se ve eso. Otro.